everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Today's matchup features two teams eager to come away with a late season win. It's the Bengals going up against the Jets. So, with the call of this week's 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
And sometimes when you're in the middle of a losing streak, being on the road is exactly what you want. You can only depend on each other. Let's see if they can use that as fuel. In this ball game.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day, get the blocker away, and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On the ground. Room here to run. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Hard throw, incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
They'll run the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. oftentimes the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Third and long for Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets take possession. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown. New York. Their big-bodied receiver. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a... They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Second down, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And his throw is incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass. And
didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-9 now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Leopard.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They'll run the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals defense gearing up as they take the field. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they wanted to keep that going now because once you get one, you wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time, they would intercept it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Holding. Defense.
So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. It's a gain of 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Now let's go. Green 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
No, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Second down, Winston. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Third and long for Winston. Finding time. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be fielded at the 17. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 16 on the pickup, and it's good for a New York first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll look to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jameis to throw it. He's got time in the pocket. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A second down throw for Winston. And he comes back with one complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A first down throw for Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jameis now on first down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Their big tight end, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go now. Boom, landing. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Now let's go. Boom, all right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you down to our... Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets defense, we watch them get set to go now. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tighten down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel. 2nd down and 4. And the D looking like they may blitz. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
False start, offense.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got time. And this is going to be incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he pulls over it. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, you might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up the first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Play action now. Winston surveying the field. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Cuts back, left sideline. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Great protection. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And got his man complete. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This Bengal defense now making their way back out onto the field. They're trailing on the scoreboard. Now, they had to watch that last drive, then they come out here. Defensively, when you played, did you like being out there defensively to start the second half or wait to drive?
I wanted to be out there right away. Come out of the locker room, get right back into the flow of the game, because sometimes when you sat around, you liked it when your offense gave you a long drive, but it made it a little bit tougher to get out on the field.
Well, it's the second drive here. We'll see how they respond. They'll give it to him right up the gut. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And another good game here as the numbers show. We had a rare meeting with the entire offensive line this week. They were pretty ecstatic. Well, they should be ecstatic again.
And we had that meeting with them because of how they played last week. I thought it was your idea. It was brilliant to say, let's bring the big guys in.
Kind.
Well, it was true. Let's talk to the guys. How did they pull that off? Because they were so productive. No real problems in getting to the offensive backfield. They were getting downfield, getting the second, third level, creating extra blocks. We're seeing that again this week. They are really locked in, so credit to them, but also a big credit to the offensive line coach because he's got to feel great about what he's prepared.
Absolutely. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and get...
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Third and long for Winston. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. He'll field this at the 5. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 1st down throw for Winston. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Winston. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Here's Winston. Finding time. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
all that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Can't find anyone open. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Winston to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Their big-bodied receiver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's able to put it through. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdote.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that score will do it. He is now the most prolific touchdown rusher of all time.
When they always talk about a runner who has a nose for the end zone, this player exemplifies that statistic. And now it's been quantified. The all-time touchdown rushing record in the NFL.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Winston. Going to throw right side here, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
On third down, Winston. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
A second down throw for Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jets, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long